want to go across to Rajat Sethi now on the manner in which the BJP government in Uttar Pradesh reacted. Now, you advise BJP state governments and you track the party very closely, Rajat. Do you think this is a massive self-scored goal, the kind of backlash, the kind of anger that the UP administration has to deal with could largely have been avoided, because most people would have realized that if there's a rape, it's unfortunate, but more than that, the manner in which the cremation happened, the manner in which the media was blocked off, the manner in which the victims' families' phones were taken away, they were put under surveillance, cops on their rooftop, all of that just added to the backlash that the Uttar Pradesh administration is now scurrying around having to deal with.
I agree with you, Rahul. I think how the local administration reacted because of a lot of pressure that was coming in, their credibility was online, and they basically, in panic, they did not serve humanity in the best of its interest. And there can be no two minds about it. The district magistrate, who I don't think has been suspended yet, should actually be suspended because of gross mismanagement of the issues. And not just that, there are a few commentators who are also saying that he breached certain SC/ST Protection Act as well by cremating the body in the way he did it. And there were certain local administration people who did not behave in the best possible way with the victim's family. They should all be booked, and I think there should be absolutely no leniency at the level of the district magistrate and the SP. That's point number one. Point number two is around the politics.
But we just heard from the Uttar Pradesh DGP, Mr. Jain. He's been part of the Uttar Pradesh system. A decision like that can't be taken by the local administration. This decision to block the media from coming in, to block politicians from coming in, has to have been taken at a level far, far, far higher than just the local superintendent of police and the district magistrate. And that's just the reality of the way the Indian system functions, Rajat. And surely you can't just throw the DM and the SP under the tire and say it's their fault, suspend them, take action against them, and absolve the rest of the administration.
See, there are regimes which try to micromanage the affairs of a district, but ultimately the responsibility of the administration is to administer law. And rule of law and the law of the land is supreme in spite of all kinds of pressures politically which comes in. Therefore, ultimately, the responsibility is of the DM, it is of the SP. When we used to study books in our college days also, we used to understand the kind of political pressure which goes on to the administration. But it is the job of the administration, who are protected by Article 311 of the Constitution, to uphold the law, to ensure that the interests of the victim family, the issue is handled properly. Therefore, I wanted to come to the second point here, is the way the SP and the DM reacted to this political spin that was given by the Congress party was absolutely right. Why should they allow the Congress with 5,000 people breaking all kinds of COVID protocols, coming in and trying to misguide the victim's family? Look at the credibility of these leaders. These leaders, the Congress leaders and the leaders, for example, of the TMC like Derek O'Brien, who will never say a word when Dalits are, hanged by the nearest tree in West Bengal only because they joined a political party, the BJP.
Okay. So let me put that question to Pawan Khera, that when there is a crisis or a massive rape in Savai Madhepur or Barmer, in Rajasthan, where the Congress is in power, when something happens in Jalpaiguri or Darjeeling in West Bengal, the Congress and the TMC don't really go and do a dharna pradashan. Here, the Trinamool Congress is coming all the way from Kolkata to Hathras, and Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi Vatra are being accused by the BJP of playing petty politics over this young Dalit girl's murder. How do you respond to that charge? Pawan Khera. Wow.
Rahul, August 2016, Keshav Prasad Maurya was the president of the Uttar Pradesh BJP. There was a very, very similar rape case in Bulandshahr. He, along with Mahesh Sharma and a huge delegation, went to visit the family of the victim. Now, that was their dharma as an opposition party, because they were not in power in UP then. Now, why these double standards? Who stops them?
Okay, we're seeing, just keep talking. But I want to tell our viewers that we're seeing live pictures of Rahul Gandhi coming out of the victim's house with Priyanka Gandhi Vadra. Massive presence of PDR personnel over there. Go ahead, Pawan.
So, we won't stop them from coming to Bara if they want to. What we are comparing here is not whether my state is better than your state. No. Wherever a rape happens, it's bad, it's horrible, it's horrifying. What we are comparing is the manner in which the state government responded to the victim, the way they threatened her family, the way they treated her shabbily even after death, the way they've threatened media persons, the way they almost threatened the media persons from day one. We are fake news phaila rahe ho. Now, that's what we are comparing. How does a government respond to a situation like this? Are you sensitive as a government, or you're being insensitive? We didn't say, why did Keshav Prasad Maurya go to Bulandshahr? We'll never say that. Rahul Gandhi, by the way, also went to Congress-ruled Rajasthan in Thana Ghazi in 2019. Alwar, there was a similar incident there. So don't bring in my state versus your state. It's in bad taste. It's horrible. People don't like it. You and I don't like it. Let's just focus on the response of the government.